to the occasion.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Play 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding room to the 20. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be taken down on what will be. The final play of this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down carry here for Johnson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Play action. It's gone. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
From the red zone now, gone. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they run with Neal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Duke Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And the lead cut down to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So 20 yards to go here on 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Bunches. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
They go to Johnson again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Off play action. Here's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The 20. 10, touchdown LA. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. James has got it. Complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They're going to look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll fake the give. Now Goff steps away. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Goff on third down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A dump off for Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's Johnson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Goff now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Watkins alone on the left side. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Gall. And he is in for the touchdown. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Here we go now.
On second down, McCaffrey gets past one man, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Gall. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Gall. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Johnson, and they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw on second down is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Play action. It's gone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And on 2nd and 10 now. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go now. Green, 30. Over.
On 3rd down, here's Dixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.